Scott Bywater here, and today I want to talk about the importance of having a system for creating headlines. And when we really think about it and get down to it, there probably is no more important thing in the advertising process to have a system for than creating headlines. And now I'm a big believer in systems. I've read the E-Myth several times, and another book which is certainly worth reading called Work the System, and the systems are just such a powerful thing to implement into our business. And I think what I've found when I've used systems is they allow us to think less so we can think more creatively. So for instance, I use a system after I do a coaching call twice a month, and I have a system so that directly after that coaching call I can send out the recording and all that sort of thing. And initially I was like, I was trying to remember everything and how to do it and all that sort of thing, whereas now I've created the system and I just follow the system, and it actually allows me to think more creatively about how to, let's say, present the information or put the message across or whatever, because all of that repetitive work, it's been thought through. And it's the same with creating a headline. If you can think through all the repetitive work in advance, then you'll be able to create a much stronger headline as a result. So in terms of my system and what I do, because the important thing is when it comes to creating that headline, you want to have all your resources pretty much on tap, so you can just grab them and work from there. So my system really, I've actually written it out for one of my clients where I write the headlines for all the time. I've actually created a 24-point system for actually doing the headlines. I might just take a moment and to walk you through that system now. It's obviously a little bit different when I'm writing it for another client, because this is a very specific sequence for this particular client. But you'll get a sense of the level of detail you can go to within the system. So the first thing I do is when the headline first come through, because I write a number of headlines for this client each week. So when the article first comes through, I'll do a quick scan just so I've got it in the back of my mind and what the article is about. My subconscious mind can go to work on it. Then I'll go through and I'll check that none of the headlines are web based, and the reason, and what I mean by web based is they're not on the internet. And the reason I do that is because what I always use is a software. I tend to use this software quite a bit throughout the day. Is a software called Freedom. Now, what Freedom does is it helps our ADD mind and the part of our mind which gets distracted. And I think it's freedom.com or Freedom. If you look it up, if you Google it online, you'll find it. If you just Google Freedom software, I might Google it right now and just let you know what the exact link is. So it's an internet blocking productivity software, and you can go to macfreedom.com, macfreedom.com. will take you to it, and it even though it's called Mac Freedom, you can use it on Microsoft or Mac. You can use it on both computers. But anyway, I turn on Freedom, and so that way I can't get distracted. I put my mobile phone in the other room and I turn off my phone. So once again, the system is, hey, I can focus. I can really zone in and focus on that. The next thing I do is I turn on my music. So I'll turn on some classical music or something like that, so I can really hone in again and do my, and really focus. And then I've got a little timer that sits at my desk, and I'll turn that on for 40 minutes. So I'll put that in. So for this particular headline, I take 40 minutes. Usually I'll work in 50-minute slots. So I'll do 50 minutes on, and then 10 minutes on, off, and then 50 minutes on, and so on. But in this case, I do them over a period of 40 minutes. That's the timing, so I set my timer for that. Next thing I do, and I'll just go through these very quickly because they're quite specific. I'll open a template. So I've actually got a template for creating the headlines, and I'll save it, and then I'll view over 2 pages, so I can see 2 pages on the screen. I'll open the article. I probably won't take you through all of this. I copy the bullets across, I copy the headlines across, I read the first 2 bullets. But I just want to, as you're reading through this, see the level of detail I've got written down. Now, in reality, some of these little things take like 10, 15 seconds to actually do. But because I've got it there, it's just like, boom, boom, boom. And I just know that I'm following the best possible, practice.
To help you get more customers, I'm giving away a free gift to everyone who watches this video. It's a brand new guide called 7 Ways to Get More Traffic and Customers, which includes a swag of cheat sheets for getting results fast. Download it for free by clicking the link in the description below this video or visiting moretrafficandcustomers.com.